Hi, welcome to your weekend tarot reading, 29th and 30th of September. See how smoothly I did the date then. I'm Gemstone Tarot. Valentine is out enjoying some late September sunshine, which is really nice. And also, my mum yesterday gave me this really weird cat activity centre, which has got like pots in it and sort of rivets and things like that. And you hide dreamies in it. So check out my Instagram for a video of Valentine and Leia as well, both having a go at the activity centre. And just a quick disclaimer, just to say, it does look a bit tricky because Valentine's there completely like, yeah, I can do this. And Leia's like, so rest assured that when Valentine and Leia do treat things, I kind of privately salt a few to Leia, okay? Because it's not really her bag, you know. You've seen from the picture yesterday, she's a chilled cat, Leia. She's a chilled cat. She also never hunts at all, which Valentine does. So I think they're kind of inspired by different things. But that video is nice. It's nice. It's just a minute long on the gram. Val and Leia. Ooh. Do you know what? Before I did this reading today, I thought to myself, I think that this one might be a bit of a love-themed reading. Ooh. And I don't always like to narrow it down because it is a general reading, okay? But, you know, first card I pull is the Six of Cups. Let's see. Yeah, it kind of does feel like you, actually. These cards, oh, God. I say these cards feel kind of awkward. I'm pulling it off the bottom and I'm thinking I don't want to pull this card because it's the King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse, and I'm like, but I have to pull this card. It's a strange feeling. It's almost like reading for myself. Oh, okay. This may be a bit narrow, okay, because it is probably about a relationship, situation, or sitch. Now I'm using the gram, I think I'm going to have to be a bit more sitch, okay. In the middle of the reading, the Hermit. Not the sexiest of cards, I suppose, but nevertheless, I don't know what it says about me, but one of my favourites of all tarot packs. If I'm going to buy a new tarot pack, I check out the Hermit. It's like, what does the Hermit look like? This one's magnificent. Mythic Tarot, beauty, what a beauty. So's the Morgan Greer. Anywho, stop getting geeky, Gemma. The Hermit. The Hermit is an archetype of someone who wanders with sackcloth and ashes and eschews all modern luxuries like sex and food and, well, not food entirely, but luxurious food, nice food, you know. And there's always a lamp, there's always enlightenment. And the Hermit is about a certain need for some solitary activity, and it doesn't mean you have to necessarily be on your own, but it is that need to come into alignment with yourself, which of course for the Hermit is most easily done in this ascetic atmosphere of caves and dust and robes. You don't have to go and put on the robe and go into the cave and the dust, but it represents Virgo as well. It represents a certain amount of self-sufficiency. Some of you have a karmic relationship situation swirling around all of these cards. This is my karmic relationship situation, mine. We've got this. It's just, Page of Swords in reverse, lack of clarity, most likely an air sign as well. Lack of clarity. Six of Cups in reverse. The reunion card in reverse. It's a kind of it's just this, I keep getting this whole, it's like Ouroboros, but relationship snake. And I'm getting relationship snake, okay, as well. can't say snake without a wink. Six of Cups. This is Psyche, who has been abandoned by Eros. And here she is on a wet rock in her nightie. And you know what I say about this card, okay? If you sit long enough, your bottom is going to go numb. That's not very nice. It's not looking after yourself either. When it's in the reverse, there's either a negative reunion or... I mean, if it's not to do with love, it's still to do with negative feelings, a reunion of negative feelings, a remembrance of sorts. I seem to be doing that a lot today. I don't know why. Two of Swords in reverse. It's time to stop sitting on the fence. Time to stop sitting on the wet rock. It's time to stop holding your head in your hands, okay? And also, information is probably not going to solve it. It's more to do with this. It's introspection. It's the inner journey, okay? Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, drop. What is the word I'm looking for? Sometimes it's possible to hide out in confusion. That's something we need to avoid, okay? And again, with the weekend readings, the energy is timeless. I don't know when this will resonate, okay? Now, future, but it's time to stop hiding out on the wet rock of confusion. Then we get Apollo, the sun, clarity, boom, psh, see it for what it really is, okay? Good. I quite like that, actually. It's needed. The warmth of reality is needed. And then next to it, the Fool in reverse. No, it's probably not the best time to go taking a risk on this person. And are they prepared to really take a risk on you? Are they in with 2 feet? Or have they got their toe in the water and they kind of dip it in and then dip it out? That's the feeling that I get, okay? King of Swords in reverse. That old chestnut. King of Swords in reverse is cold. You know, it is normally an air sign for me. Often Aquarius, but normally an air sign. Or somebody who is able to divorce themselves from their feelings and cut themselves off. The Hermit is not the same as cutting yourself off from your feelings. The Hermit is learning to walk alone with them. The King of Swords is stuffing them down and managing to pathologically deny that they exist. King of Swords for many people will be a person who is at a distance from you to do with a karmic relationship, either love or just life, okay? But the answer is this. Thank you, Bin Laurie. The answer is the sun, okay? The answer is the warmth. The answer is, you know, in the allegory of the cave, and I'm trying to remember where it is, the Plato, I can't remember which book it's in. You might know, leave me a comment in the comment section, okay? It's where the guy's in the cave and then all he sees is what's reflected from the sun into the cave, a series of shadows. And he thinks this is reality. And then one day, for some reason, he's dragged out into the actual world and he sees the sun, which is the source, which is the light. And he thinks, aha, okay, these were just shadows. This is the dualism, okay? This is what is real, the sun, the source. Discover the source, the light, the lamp, okay, in the middle, you, the you-ness of you. Not you sitting on a wet rock, tearing after the illusory image of somebody else. It just feels like that. I hope this isn't tough love. Let's have a look. We get the Observer. Do you know what I get for this? I get that this person observes but doesn't get involved. They don't want to jump in the pool. They don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to get their emotional self dirty. They want to remain aloof. Power. I love this card. Power comes in all kinds of forms, and I always think of it in this in terms of a more, in the form of integrity. And integrity, of course, implies, integrity implies truth, but it also implies literally being integrated with yourself, the Hermit. So I hope that's given everybody something to think about over the weekend, okay? Leave me a comment. Check out Gemstone Tarot on Instagram. The October readings will be up soon. My voice is going a little bit, so I'm having to pace myself, okay? But they will be up soon. See you soon. Namaste.